Hello, Mr. Riedemann here again. What we're going to talk about today is how to start a dimension drawing. We're actually going to get into our orthographic projections. We're going to talk a little bit about sheet size. We're not going to get into that in great detail because that's a little bit a topic we're going to get into later on, but you need to know the basics. And then also, we're going to get into the first angle versus third angle projection. I spoke a little bit about this in class when we started talking about multi-view and orthographic projections, but it's really going to show up here in SOLIDWORKS depending on how we've set it up. So with that, I'll have to take a look at each of your computers and see what the basics are with that. So we're going to do this L-shaped piece. Once again, that's going to be our first part, and we're going to hit File, New, and then just like before, we've got a choice of Part, Assembly, or a Drawing. We're going to click on Drawing this time, hit OK, and then that should take us to the sheet format size. So this is where I was alluding to that. These are metric or ISO standards. What I want you guys to do is hit Browse. You should be able to see this A size sheet, and landscape, which is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, is A size. And then we're going to hit OK. It gives you a little preview here, show how it works. And then what we want to do is pick the component. So if you already have the component open, which I do, for instance with this L-shaped video, you're going to double click that, and then we get our options of the right side here. So what we've got is, a message. It tells us that here's our standard views, and this is what I meant by orthographic projection, first angle, third angle. Since this says left, it's actually I think it's first angle projection. So I'll show you how to change that, but for right now we're going to go through the process. Also on display style, you're going to want hidden lines visible because we want to show the hidden lines on our three views. And as you can see, this part's kind of close to the right size. It might be a little bit big, but I think we can squeeze it in there. If the parts are too big, you can actually use this custom scale and then pick. So for instance, you can see how that 1:2 scale dropped it down to half the size, but we want to fill the page. So we're going to use, I guess we got to go back to 1:1 here. So when I click, it's going to place this view. I'm going to project, this is what we were talking about in class, over, place a second view, we're going to place our top view, and then we're going to place an orthographic projection. Once we do that, then we can hit OK. And then there's some things we got to go in and clean up. So where you place those isn't real particular, because once you get it on here, you can click and drag. The key here is you want to hover over the view you want to change until you get to the crosshairs there. Then you can change the location. Same way here. Let's say we want to put it over here so it's out of the way. If I click, I'm not in the center of the page. I'm not clicked on any of the others. I'm going to go over here, click on the isometric view, and see where this user parent style is. You never really want to show your hidden lines in your isometric view. You can see where it gets very confusing. If you really needed something, you could, but it's highly recommended not to. So we'll click on that for our user parent style, hit OK there, and then what we'll do also is click on this part and then make sure the views come up right with the hidden lines. And you can see the hidden lines are showing, so we've got that one correct also. What we want to do then is right click on sheet format, properties, and here's where it gives you the choices of first angle or third angle projection. We actually are going to use third angle projection. First angle is for European countries, Germany, England, France. That is where they use that. Third angle is what we want, so that way this is a true right side view. So as you can see now, this face matches this face, which is what we wanted to do. So now we've placed all our views on the drawing. We've got our top view, front view, right side view, and then the next steps are to go in and dimension it, but that will be later on. So thank you very much.